Let's talk about emotional peace and stop fighting your fear and start your inner transformation. Well, let's dive in to some deeper water to return to our own home within, where all the peace beyond your understanding is residing and waiting for you and welcoming you with the open arms. And many times we applying that logical reasoning to how to experience, how to feel it, how to have more of that peace in our life by either doing more or by believing that we have to see it before we believe. And many times it's coming from a fearful states of our logical state, and like that it's we either fight or we fly uh, from that kind of space, and kind of learning because of all that deep desire of experience that peace, instead of flying out of our peace. We also feeling that the best way would be to actually fight our fear, to experience that peace. And it's not the best way to go about it, because it will not be very sustainable practice when you keep going against the current and attempting to fight, to experience at least some glimpse of that peace on occasion. That might be exhausting, that when you start attempting to control, because things moving pieces will be moving, and you start becoming not just exhausted but overwhelmed, but by all the pieces that are coming and surfacing, and that will be also actually taking you away even further from that, from experiencing of that peace. So that's why it's so necessary to start recognizing, to create that awareness, to become more conscious and awaken to the potential that we get to get ourselves out of that survival mode of the fight and or flight, to experience that true peace, to really feel it, and feel it beyond our understanding, because the peace, like love, is more than just emotions or a feeling. It is, and to really experience what we truly desire to experience, it is beyond the understanding. It is beyond the feeling. It's experience that it's hard to describe in words and hard to describe in our feelings, because of some limitations that or possibly the beauty of that experience. It's something that we get to actually experience, and we can somehow give some glimpses of describing in words and thoughts and feelings to the others. However, it will not be the same as when you allow yourself to experience that on your own. And how to go about it is, yes, coming with some potential simple practices. It doesn't have to be complicated. We're complicating our life way too much. Now there is simplicity to certain things that can be very inspiring and empowering, more than the complication that create a lot of clutters in our mind, and closeness in our heart, and tension in our body. So the simplicity is to harmonize our mind, our heart, and our body in collaboration with us, and can be practiced through some simple steps and simple practices, like a breath. The breath is the simplest thing, and many times it's overlooked many times, especially in those braver moments of fighting. We withhold breath and creating more of that tension in our body, in more cloudiness in our mind. And yes, the heart, if it's not um, having enough oxygen, can also feel restricted. So how to go about it? My favorite one of the simplest practice is to put my one of my hand on my heart and one on my stomach, and take some deep breaths. I'm role modeling and modeling that for you, to show you how simple and how quickly you can experience a difference. You can experience your own presence, experience more of that cohesion between your mind when you can feel it and can sense it, that your mind is with more of that oxygen, with the breath is expanding, your heart is expanding, your body is expanding and not contracting. And that's where you creating that space to be able, with that present, to co-create, to experience that transformation, that inner transformation. And it's more than just that simple exercise. We get to, yes, find the bravery to go within and transform and transmute some old programming, some old thoughts, some old beliefs, some old feelings, to experience that through the power of the peace. And it doesn't have to be also, because we also have been through very challenging exercise through my journey, that I was kind of convinced and told that in order to experience a difference, it has to be really a hard, being hard on yourself, to somehow beat out of you some of the old feelings or emotions or thoughts, to transform them. And it's furthest from the truth. I actually, when I start recognizing that those things were actually creating even more resistance, it was some cracks and openings. However, when I realized that there were also a lot of resistance presence with that, and start being more open and conscious and aware that it's not what I need to actually experience more of that peace, that the gentleness, the grace, more love, more joy, more of that peace will show up through that, through really cooperation with my mind, with my heart, with my body, and that created that really open door to the possibilities of experience things, especially peace beyond my understanding. I share about it in a chapter of the book that was published a couple of years ago, Divine Synchronicity, and my chapter was Divine Peace. And that was actually a year where I declared the word to experience divine peace. So it was, yes, I put it into words to inspire and empower others, say that it's possible for them to share my adventures, and to somehow encourage that there is a possibility for others, beautiful souls, for you beautiful souls, to experience that. And it is an ongoing journey. It's we think like we practice many times unconsciously some old thoughts, beliefs, and feelings for some time, and we think that the new ones will just be lasting. And when you somehow really get to the root of all that old programming, that could be the case somehow. Sometimes there might be some also additional lingering feelings or thoughts that gets to be clear and gets to be creating more of that conscious, more of that awakening, more of that awareness, when they might not be coming with so much intensity that you already experience, and you've been fighting with the fear because you don't want to experience. However, being more conscious, and when they coming, you are aware what it's about, and give yourself some extra love, grace, forgiveness, and experience more of that joy and peace beyond the understanding, will help you on that journey of becoming more of that wholeness and unity within. So I mentioned about the practices. I mentioned that brought the point that might be you still fighting or attempting to fly away. It's not somehow you so overwhelmed that you feel like let's not just think or talk or desire my peace anymore. I don't want to deal with it because it's so hard, and recognizing that you being too hard on yourself, and that there is a way, and there are simple ways to experience your peace that you so desire, um, by that inner transformation that could be very gentle, that can be transformative, that will not just shift your perspective and create that awakening moments and experience that feeling of the true home within, but also will make some shifts in your life, in your other experiences, your interactions with the others, your family members, create that deeper connections, and create more of that with expanding of your presence and expanding of your peace, that can be of a lot of benefit to you, but also will benefit people around you, where you will stand as that visionary, heart-centered leader, and showing the possibility and role model in creating your legacy. And that also can be like there is a way, there is a need to practice those things, simple things, on a daily basis, to experience that transformation. And also even more power when you practice that, to coming together and expand even more of our presence together in community, and finding the space where it's more welcoming, like we can be welcome in our inner home, where we co-creating together, and that expansion is creating bigger ripples to our mind, our hearts, and our bodies, but also beyond us, to our world, to our communities. And then we actually can make that true difference, create that legacy, make others feel somehow that power of the peace and love and joy and light, and more and beyond their understanding. So more of those beautiful souls are needed. So it's time to step up to those roles, step up to understanding that you can do things so alone so far and so much, and creating the community is that next step to be of that true service to others, and still being reminded that you're not alone, that you also get to take care of you in your journey, and not just self-sacrificing yourself. And a reminder about when somehow sometimes some thoughts of that need to the for the fighting and the fear might be showing up, because it's a natural instinctive thing to experience fear. the matter is to distinguish at what point that fear is something that you really in danger, and when your mind is playing some tricks on you and taking you away from desires that you really want to experience, like that peace, because it feels that it's something new, and it's trying to keep you safe, and you think that in order to feel safe you get to kind of brave up to fight for your safety, for your freedom. And it's furthest from the truth that it will just keep pushing you, disconnecting you from you. And um, and the bravery is to open your mind, in your heart, and your body, to create more of that awareness, more of that awaken, to experience more of that true peace beyond the understanding, beyond the physicality, mentally, emotionally, and spirituality. That's kind of the whole package, beyond understanding, that you start experiencing, and can somehow start role modeling that for others, and help them also create that permission that it's possible for them. And that's how we can create more of that peace in this world as well. So without further ado, thank you so much for being present, for checking that message. Please feel free to share that message with the others that might be of resonance to others. Please like, subscribe, make some comments to see, to show what resonates, what else you would love to see, for me to bring that to this channel of that you would love to hear and experience. And I also posted the link to the website of Awaken women.com, where you can find some beautiful resources, and also inspiration and empowerment with some blog posts, and also we can kind of connect to explore the possibility how we can expand more of that presence, and there. But also you can put in the comments connect. I also promise to share the link in the comment section around some free resources that can help you to in that transformative journey, where the doors to the possibilities will open for you. And I will share that once that broadcast is available on YouTube. So anyhow, so that's kind of about it. So subscribe to be notified when next live will. You can check some others. There are some previous posts and lives that were recorded on that channel. So there's a few shorts as well, and looking to more. The subscription at some point will also help me to be able to come directly live on this channel. So I appreciate the subscription when and after a certain amount, I believe it will open up, and I don't have to use the third party platforms, but I can go directly on the YouTube live as well. So anyhow, without further ado, sending you so much love, joy, peace, and light, and see you around. And stay tuned. There will be one more broadcast around the peace, spiritual peace, next Thursday. So I'm looking forward to see you there. Take care.